Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tell to Trevor. Today on my podcast I have
Quinn.
Alright, what sparked your interest in the professional wrestling industry?
I love wrestling. um, I don't know. I love wrestling. I love the storytelling. I love everything about it. I love how it's different to every other sport. There's the wrestling itself. There's the characters. There's the storylines, and I just love how different it is compared to everything else. Like everything is very much one thing, where this is lots of factors into it, which I love. And I don't know, I love everything about wrestling. It's the best thing ever.
Who were the wrestlers that you grew up idolizing as a kid?
Ooh, I love The Undertaker. The first wrestler I fell in love with was The Undertaker and Andre the Giant. I loved Andre the Giant. The first female one that I full on fell in love with was Alexa. She's my
Alexa.
all-time favorite. I love her hair. Her hair's my favorite part. I loved her character. Her character was the best. I loved Bella Twins. I loved AJ Lee. I loved Paige. I loved Victoria. Victoria's a good one. I think she's very underrated in my opinion. But I had lots of wrestlers who I fell in love with. It was mainly like the heel characters, the ones that no one else liked. I loved them. I didn't really like the faces, mainly the heel characters.
Okay. What school did you start training at?
So I started training like 2 years ago, and I trained with a company called Full Tilt Wrestling. It's based in Newcastle in the UK.
Okay. What was your first wrestling match like?
I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't the best. It was very. If I'd done a match with anyone else, it would have been worse. But I'd done a match with this guy called Mitch the Kid. He's amazing. If I had a match with anyone else, it would have gone terrible. But he looked good. But it was quite bad. I can't. But learn from.
What are your goals for the future in the wrestling business?
I'd say my main goal is definitely to travel a lot more, get outside bookings from my company, meet people. I love meeting new people, so I definitely want to meet like other wrestlers. My main goal is travel. I love traveling, so I want to travel a lot more with wrestling and just meet new people, get booked in other companies, and just really get myself out there.
Can you describe your wrestling persona or character for people in other countries?
So as I said, I love Alexa Bliss. So when I first started, I took a lot of inspiration from her heel days, like from 2016, 2017, when she was called up from SmackDown as well. She's very bitchy. She's mean. She's very mean, and she's just that person who you'd avoid. Like the person where you're like, oh, she looks alright, but then you look at her and she'll just give you a dirty look back. She's very bitchy and she's very mean, and she's not a nice person. We'll just say that.
Okay. Can you share a memorable moment from your wrestling career so far?
Ooh, let me think. There's been so many. Probably when I think probably from one of my matches. Um, I think probably from a match with either Bella Blood or Heather. Bella Blood, we trained together, we done a match and it got like 20k views on YouTube, which was really cool. And then I've also wrestled a girl called Heather and she's a bodybuilder, like she's massive. So I think wrestling them two because they were so different, but I love watching my matches back with them. So I think the moment would literally be my matches that I've had with different people because I love wrestling like loads of different people because everyone's different who you wrestle. So I think comparing them two is really good.
Can you describe the feeling of winning your first championship?
I've never actually won a championship yet. We don't currently have any women's belts, but hopefully we get one soon, and hopefully I can win a belt soon.
How do you handle the mental and emotional aspects of wrestling?
I think it's just by keeping yourself motivated. Everything's gonna, if you work hard enough,
Yeah.
everything you want will happen. So it's just being in the right mindset, not being in a mindset where you're like, there's no point in this, like I'm gonna give up. Being in the right mindset and also trying to have fun with it though, because you can have fun wrestling, and I think a lot of people forget that. But you can have fun while wrestling. Obviously, you get loads of injuries and stuff, but if you're ambitious enough, you can you can get through it and you can have fun doing it as well.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to start this segment called Trev Shock. Let me grab my other phone because has a timer on there. So it's where you got 50 seconds to answer 6 questions.
Okay.
Right. There we go. Alright. And the record to beat is 37 seconds remaining by Claire Carter.
Right.
Alright. You ready?
Mhm.
Yeah. Favorite pre-show snack?
Popcorn.
Pre-show song that you go to?
Oh my god. Yeah, any weekend song.
Um, Favorite wrestler growing up?
The Undertaker.
Favorite sports team?
Oh, but I don't know. I don't know anything.
Um,
Anything,
Anything what?
anything football.
Um, Favorite color?
Pink.
Favorite type of music?
Pop.
Pop. Alright. So you did not beat the record, but you beat the timer
Hey.
with 25 seconds remaining. So, let's see. What are the biggest challenges of being a professional wrestler outside of the ring?
I think the physical side to it, the gym side, because you obviously have to have loads of cardio. You have to be good at cardio, and you have to build muscle. Like it helps if you have muscle. So I just think it's having time to also go to the gym, even when like you're injured, you just push through it.
Favorite hobbies outside of the wrestling world?
I don't think I have very many. Probably shopping. That's not a hobby, but I love shopping.
Let's see. If you could wrestle any legendary wrestler from the past, who would it be and why?
Ooh, mine would be Leah because I love it. I love how she wrestles, and I think me and her would have a really good match.
If you could attend a wrestling seminar session with any wrestler, who would you pick?
Probably, I want to say Randy Orton. He's been in the business for quite a while, and he can do face and heel, and he's a good wrestler. And I think he just has everything it takes to be a wrestler.
If you could have a wrestling legend as your mentor, who would you choose?
Um, Probably the Undertaker.
Undertaker. What advice would you give to an aspiring wrestler?
Just go for it. Just do it. Don't even think about it. Don't doubt yourself. Just do it.
Can you talk about a significant feud you had and how it helped you grow as a wrestler?
Um, ooh, my main feuds have been with the likes of people like Bella Blood, the one from my training. We've had an ongoing feud that's went on for ages, but because we've done so much with the feud and have really got people interested, it's really helped both of us. Um, we got people interested in what we were doing, which is actually quite fast sometimes. And it really helped me find out like how what works for me to get people to hate me a lot more. And it helped me with my character and with my wrestling as a whole. So yeah.
What was it like working with a particular wrestler that you clicked with in the ring?
So I think when you find someone who pushes you in the ring and helps you learn new stuff, like even if it's a move or just something little, like ring awareness. Obviously, ring awareness is massive, but just little things, it really helps you build up confidence and helps you do better because you pick up on things that you didn't notice. So when you're with someone who knows the business and the ring really well, they sort of put you in the right direction, and then when you're in the right direction, you just move forward yourself. So it's nice to have someone who understands you as well and can put you in the right direction.
Can you describe your training process and what was the most challenging part of learning to wrestle?
Oh, okay, so I train like once a week. I'm obviously going to try to do more, but right now I only do once a week. So I'd say honestly the hardest part of for me for wrestling was the bumps that you have to take. They are not soft. They are horrible. Um, it's definitely the bumps and it's getting used to them. When you first do it, your body's not used to it at all. My body was in pain for weeks when I first started. So the hardest for me was taking the bumps. I'm alright with them now, but with some, but it was definitely taking the bumps. It was horrible. It was so painful.
What is your favorite gear that you have ever had made?
I have a pink and black gear that I love. I love wearing it. I don't like wearing like the same stuff, so I always try and add on to the gear. Like if it's wearing like fishnets or like something different. But I have a black and pink gear that I love wearing.
And then where can they find you on social media?
So I have an Instagram. Said that weird. I have an Instagram. It's jess.e.art. XOXO.
All right, and then thank you, Jess, for being on the podcast. I know it's super late over there for you.
No
And then, guys, we were doing a t-shirt contest where 2 random winners can win. There's one for the wrestlers or managers or whoever's been on the podcast, and then there's one for the fans, which will be the December 2nd. The winner will be picked from the people that I am taking to WrestleCade, which is a huge wrestling event in North Carolina of the United States. So if you guys are there, make sure to say, hey, we are there 2 days, and we got like 5 people going. But thank you to the sponsors of TBD Wrestling, Wrestling Evolution, and Apple City Championship Wrestling, which are all located in North Carolina on the East Coast. And we will see you guys next time. Let's see as I can stop recording. How did that go for you? Well, reconnect.